Hello, Sagittarius. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Sagittarius, let's get right into it. All right, we're only a couple of days away from this cycle closing out. We start a whole new cycle on October 2nd. So if you haven't downloaded a moon calendar, you may want to. A lot of free apps online. Download a moon calendar. This cycle is about to close out. So this is a general reading. Take only what resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, my information is down below. Let's go. The moon has moved into Virgo. That's right. So you may be feeling a little bit more meticulous. Maybe feeling a little bit wanting to remove yourself from other people's drama, and just analyze your own life. And you may want to just spend some time around your house, just, doing little tasks around the house. You may feel a little, like you want to do some little cleaning up around your house and, just tend to tasks. You may feel a little, like you just kind of want to analyze things, right? Downloads coming through and all those things. So maybe feeling a little analytical. And that's what the moon in Virgo does. It actually gives you these keen mental powers, right? So thoughtful approach to life. You just feel like you just want to put things in order, like in your mind. Just kind of getting through your mental Rolodex and put some things in order. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. Let's go. All right. Let's see what the first card out of the deck is. Ten of Swords. That's right. Three of Swords. Here we have the Four of Swords. Here we have the Emperor card. Here we have the Seven of Swords and the Ace of Swords. Yep. Ten of Swords. Somebody has survived a lot and now it is time for you to thrive, right? Survived a lot of deep disappointment, a lot of heartbreak, right? A lot of loved ones talking about you behind your back. They could have given you a lot of answers, a lot of things, a lot of hurt, but now you're thriving. Here we have the Four of Swords. It's going to be a lot of things that's going to be put to rest. A lot of things that's going to be put to rest. Here's the Emperor card. There's an Aries in your life, a loved one, Aries. It could be a parent. It could be a grandparent. It's a lot of things that's going to be put to rest very, very soon. Here we have the Seven, and I know that because of this Seven of Wands here. Seven is you'll be able to defend your decision and move on from some things without even coming across as defensive. So remember, time is relative. So something has already happened, it's about to happen, or has already happened. But your third eye is definitely wide open. Somebody's going to see exactly who has always seen you as competition, who has always been jealous, who has always had some kind of, who's always judged you or felt judged by you, who's always seen you as some kind of, who's always seen you as the opposition in their lives, right? And it's somebody that your head and heart were at war with each other as a loved one, but you're going to find out who's always seen you as opposition. If you don't already know, you may already know, right? But the energy is basically either thinking that they either think that you are holding on to some secrets or vice versa, right? But so source is saying somebody is just tired of the deep disappointment and deep heartbreaks. Talking about you. You're tired of the deep disappointments, the deep heartbreaks. You're ready to thrive without them. You're just ready to completely cut them off for good. Just done. Whoever it is, you're completely done. And that's what I'm telling y'all. Keep hearing people on social media saying that 2024 is the year of truth, but so many people are so obsessed with exposing other people's truth, they don't even realize what's actually being exposed is truth about self, like their own family bloodline. That's what's really being exposed. That's what a lot of people not. All that stuff on social media seem like it's salacious. Come off of that. Like, look at your own, sweep in front of your own front door. That's what a lot of people are going to start seeing in their own. So Pluto is still retrograde. Still retrograde until October the 11th. So some stuff is still happening. So yeah. This is the Ten of Swords. This person is not lying down with 10 swords in them. This person is standing up. They got a lot of ancestors with them. This person is thriving. This person is like, no, and you don't see anybody with them. That means that person has decided, I'm cutting everything off this person right there. This is you right here. You're cutting everything off that sees you as the opposition. Everything where your head and heart used to be at war with each other. You know, you over giving people chance after chance after chance. Somebody is just fed up. That's what this is right here. You've added structure and authority to your life. You are completely balanced out. When people want you to be like, it's their way or the highway, you know, to you know, basically trying to, you know, like what's the word, like bully you into a belief system or whatever. You're getting as far away from that as possible, as fast as you can. You're like, nope, nope. And that's your decision. Here we have the Lover's card. Because those are the only types of energies. Looking at your cards here, it's like some energies just want you to live a lie. When people are like, it's their way or the highway. So you got the 3 and 4 is 7, and you got the 7 of Wands here. And the two don't mix. The two just don't mix. They don't mix. It's like you have this big heart. You love deep and you love hard. You just don't have the same love language. You're not motivated by the same things. You're just not motivated by the same things, whoever this is. And so you could have been in a partnership in business and or in love with somebody. But you've made a decision. Somebody has made a decision about something. Y'all just not on the same freak. And your third eye is wide open. Your third eye is wide open. See, it would be different looking at your cards here if they were on the light side, right? The very thing that motivated somebody in the very beginning was the very thing that motivated you about somebody. I can tell you what motivated you about somebody in the beginning. It was their energy, their optimism, just their idealism. That's what motivated somebody. Just like their quickness of how they thought, being outspoken, just their, you know, inability to live under other people's strictures. You know, they just kind of like did their own thing. You loved it, kind of like that free kind of, you know, take charge kind of, you know, energy. Like that was something that you loved about energy. But when it gets to it's their way or the highway, and it kind of spilled over into trying to take control over you, you said, no, nope. That's when you said nope. Yeah, because you all are mutable signs, right? And so you all usually go with the flow. You all like to have fun. You know, you all are a really smart sign. But when people get to that point of like trying to control you, that's when you just say no, nope. And they want you to treat them like they have they want you to treat them like you have to worship them, like they control you. That's when you said no. That's where you said no. It's time to go ahead and close something out. Time to go ahead and close it out. All right, I see you, Sagittarius. Here's the Star card. Yeah. Because this is the energy, like I said, this, you know, and so for you, looking at your cards here, there's hope, bliss, and optimism, you know, moving forward for you. Like when it comes to, like just as far as you're concerned, because there's some energies who look at you as if like you're out there by yourself. That's why you got this 7 of Swords, who's like basically there's two energies of saying you need to watch your back. You know, they didn't know something about you or something. Whatever the energies are, certain things just like just very immature. You know, and which is they coming across like they're so heartbroken and so deep disappointed. I don't know. Here we have the Knight of Wands here. Yeah, so it's just a lot of conversation. People jumping to conclusions about things. Here we have the Knight of Wands here, but I feel like your third eye is open. You're free. You're free from something. So here we have the 8 of Cups. Your head and heart are not at war with each other. You're moved on from something, some kind of disappointment. So you're tossing some things into a burning bowl. You don't want to be around energies where basically it's just that controlling. It's like trying to control your excitement, like trying to control the way you think, like don't want you to thrive unless it's being controlled, like just wants you to be in survival mode, like just wants you to, like controlling your water, controlling your emotions, controlling your business, controlling, you know, your love, like controlling everything, like controlling where you live, like just control everything. So yeah, now here we have the Seven of Cups. Yeah, controlling your spirit. That's what this fire is. Like trying to control the way you think, controlling your spirit, right? Controlling your your belief system. That's what I was trying to get to. Like trying to control everything. So remember, water is shaped and guided by the earth that holds and surrounds us. So if you're in an area where people can control you, you know, like control your air, like what people think about you, control like um give somebody an example, like control whatever industry you're in, or control if you work whatever industry you're in, to control like the narrative about you. That's what somebody feel, they have a God complex, or like if you even in your family, like y'all know what I'm saying, like if they can want to control the narrative about you in your family, and if you detach from certain family members, they can't control the narrative about you in the family. So source is saying you just somebody cut a whole group of people off. That's what this is right here. That's why this person right here is like you that's why this card looks like it is right here. So when people get into that, they're going to try to control you and try to control the narrative about you and how other people think and talk about you. You're like, if you hanging with people like that, then you cutting everybody off. You just coming through with the sword. Yeah. Like people can't, like you can't speak up for yourself. So yeah, so that's what you just freeing yourself. You're like, you know what? It's not a competition. You don't have to choose them, and you're doing it in a very humble way. You're saying you don't have to choose them or you, Sagittarius. You're saying you're just going to remove yourself from the equation. And that's it. That'll solve the problem right there. That'll solve the problem. Yeah. So the scales have been removed from your eyes. Even if it's you, let's say for instance, I'm looking at the cards here. Even if it's you in a love relationship, see this heart right here? Even if it's you and an ex, and they're trying to compare you to somebody else, you're like, listen, you don't have to compare you to somebody else. It's like, you'll just remove yourself from the equation. That seems to get some people really upset. The fact that well, why don't you stay and fight and be in survival mode? For what? Who wants to be in survival mode? You almost have 9 billion people on the planet. Who wants to be in that mode? Please choose them. Please choose them. Yeah. There's other options. Please choose them. Please choose them. So that's what somebody is saying. Well, you need to watch. You must have, you know, some people like to stay. They like that energy. They like that low vibrating energy. They like that fight mode. Oh, they must have had options. They must have been somebody else. They didn't stay in and fight. Fight for what? Fight for what? Always be crying, stressed out, frustrated. For what? Fight for what? Yeah. That's why Social is saying to you, everything is fine. Everything is fine. Yeah, you won. If they felt like they won a prize, okay. I mean, that's what some people feel like, you know, they won some. Okay, if you feel like you won a prize, hey, you won. Yep, you won. You won a prize, you won, right? So it's two energies that feel like they won something. So, hey, there we go. Wheel of Fortune. So Source is saying to you, you feel very fortunate to have just moved on from from something. And, you know, and a Source is actually, you're going to get some unexpected good news. Some unexpected good news is coming your way because, again, well, actually what you're doing is making room. for something. It may have taken somebody a minute to see that people saw you as competition. It may have taken you a minute to see that because, again, you all just go with the flow. You're mutable signs. But once you started seeing that people saw you as competition, or on the opposing side of something, like who knew that you was the opposing side of something? Like who knew? Like, okay. That's when once the scales fell off. The Seven of Cups here is temptation in the minor arcana. Once you saw, like, the scales fell from your eyes and you saw that the devil was in the details of something, and you say, oh, okay, that's the spirit. That's a particular spirit. Their energies that's operating within a carnal mind. Like, you didn't realize that there were energies that were trying to get familiar with you, trying to get close to you, to get familiar with your hurt and pain, only to make it worse. Oh, okay. Whatever. So there was energies that were, like I said before, reaching out, like reaching out to somebody, like you see, this looks like a dialing, like somebody was like calling somebody, reaching out to somebody, like trying to get familiar with you, but it's like somebody was somebody's ex, trying to get familiar with you, just to kind of find out what was going on in your life. Like, they didn't have to do it. Somebody didn't have to do all of that. They had to do all of that. There was no competition. There was never any competition. Never any competition. Some people, like I said, some people don't have to be slick at all. It was never any competition because whoever was selling whatever kind of story about you, you're thriving. Whoever, what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, that's what Source is saying. Keep your vibrations high. You have the whole world in front of you. It sounds like to me somebody has a narcissistic ex. That's what it sounds like. Here we have the Ten of Swords, who really just didn't expect for you to survive. That's what it sounds like. Yeah. Didn't expect for you to move through a rite of passage. Yeah. So child. That's what it sounds like. Here's the Empress card. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like you just have a big heart. You love deep and you love hard. And so some energies are just feeling like, trying to see who was going to win people's attention, who was going to win people's affection. As far as it could be a child involved. We're looking at the Empress card with like a baby or something involved. Like, people was trying to see who was going to win somebody's affection or attention or whatever. Seeing somebody as competition. But I feel like the real opposition was for somebody, possibly the other parent, whoever this is. Yeah, because we're looking at the Empress card here. Like, that was the real opposition. The real opposition was the other parent trying to get some stuff started. Like instigating something, trying to get some mess started for somebody. I don't know who this is for, but that's what it looks like for your reading. Either saw you thriving, deeply disappointed, heartbroken, couldn't control your narrative, and like where you live, found out thought somebody was like just uncovered and unprotected. At least that was the assumption. Didn't have access to somebody. Wow. 4 of coins here. So Source is like, yeah, you're being more conservative with your time. Yeah, here we have the Lover's card. So some kind of a partnership in business and or in love, like I said, has been formed, for you. But yeah, you've definitely made some decisions to focus on you. But yeah, that is crazy. This looks like a soap opera. Definitely, like I said, you have a whole lot of opportunities that lie in front of you. Lots of opportunities that lie ahead in front of you. I don't know. Sagittarius. Wow. Wow, and wow. So yeah. That's what it is. It's you're dealing with two very low vibrational energies. Who the fact that and that somebody feels like you have a bunch of secrets, and as disappointing as something is, it just is what it is. It is what it is. And in the middle of all of this, I'm trying to see what's going on. The source is saying to you everything is fine. Yeah, source is saying to you everything is fine. You moved on from something. Yeah, you moved on from something. Everything is fine. But eventually, whoever is in the middle of all of this, it could be a child or children. How many other? It could be kids or whatever. I don't know if they're adult kids or little kids or whatever. Eventually, they'll see. Eventually, they'll see. Let's say this is going through rite of passage, and now they'll move on from that mess too. Yeah. So focus on your health. Yeah, focus on your health. Yeah. That's what it was. Somebody couldn't control the narrative around you. They couldn't control the air around you. They couldn't control the conversation around you. The more and more the more and more somebody starts to see how harmful it is to keep going along with everybody's flow. I know you all are mutable signs, but at some point you're going to have to step out of just your sun sign room, get into the moon, your rising, your Venus, other placements in your birth chart, like really, really learn your whole birth chart and see just how amazing it is to just learn all parts of yourselves. That's when it's going to start really making sense, what sets you apart from every other Sagittarius on the planet. That's when it's going to really start making sense. But yeah, that's how you're going to still really start getting the best of this right here. You're going to feel really lucky. The Wheel of Fortune, this is Jupiter. That's when you're going to feel really, really lucky to be a Sagittarius. That sets you apart from every other Sagittarius. That's when you're going to feel very lucky. Like, okay, even if you and your siblings, let's say all of y'all are Sagittarius, all of y'all have different birth charts, you're going to see exactly what sets you apart from this one and that one and this one and this one. Yeah, but that's what this is. You didn't even know you were in competition with some people. Yeah, so yeah, know your worth. There it is. So you have been worthy to belong to love all along without any need to improve. In fact, you are love itself. Yeah. So the type of spirit somebody is dealing with is you're dealing with a spirit that likes to control people. They they're a puppet master. They like to they like to control the air, the conversation around everybody, right? Just like I said, master manipulator. So here we have grounded. So many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folk living with joy, dignity, and courage. Yeah. Yep. So yeah. So whoever could be celebrating right now, Source is actually speeding up your blessings, traveling, doing all kinds of stuff. So that's why you're starting out thriving. Source is just showing you, hey, like, get ready. Get ready to thrive. For real, get ready to thrive. So, yeah. So there it is. Luck is on your side. There it is right there. So get grounded. Just start aiming. Aiming higher. That's why you got the Wheel of Fortune right there. I feel like somebody was so oblivious. This is you, Sagittarius. I feel like you were so oblivious to somebody, because this looked like it was for a long time. Look at all this air right here. It's like for a long time. You had no idea that somebody saw you as competition. Yeah, you had no idea. I mean, no clue. I am in tune with the universe, but you're awake now. You wide awake. But sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes it takes you getting up from a zombified state. So let me see what woke you up. Something woke you up. Yeah, something woke you up. Yeah, something woke you up. Yeah, let's see what woke Sagittarius up. Wow. That's why there's so much air in your cards, because something had to wake you up. Because that's why this particular, usually the 10 of swords, the person is lying down with 10 swords in them, right? But this person starting out was like hair blowing in the wind, standing up on this 10 of swords card. But something woke you up. Let me see. Hold on for a second. Yeah, something woke you up. And I'm kind of thinking is this card right here, your major arcana, because this is a person who is vulnerable. Like you're like this is a rebirth for you. This is a whole rebirth, like a new beginning for somebody. Like you're naked, uncovered, you know, like drawing from your own well, like taking care of yourself, planting your own seeds. You see there's like a new flowers coming up. Like this is something like you took your water and your earth somewhere else. So this is what something got you to this place right here. So, and then this card right here, rebirth. Some kind of rebirth happened, but what got you to a rebirth? Something got you to a rebirth. And we're looking at the 7 of Cups, and then we have the 8 of Cups. It's like one night somebody woke up and just decided to move on from some disappointments. 8 of Cups here. Yeah, something, what was it? Temperance card. Guardian angel. So somebody could have died. Yeah, 4 of Cups. Yeah. 4 connects us with the earth. Earth would be like Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Maybe an earth sign died. Yeah, so maybe an earth sign died. Four of Cups connects us with like depression. It connects us with boredom. It connects us with like a person kind of like feels like their back is against the wall with something. Yeah, so something happened. I feel like somebody was possibly on the fence, you know, about something. Because I'm looking at the 7 of Cups and the 4 of Cups here. It's 4 and 7 is 11. 11 is like somebody who's on a fence about something and just decided to step into the light. Like, you know, just kind of sort of like contemplating something, like and stepping into the light about something. And then here we have the angel wings. Some kind of death. Something got you moving on from something. Something got you moving on from something, right? Something ended. Looks like it could have been 2 people. Two endings of something happened, right? 2 endings of something happened. Yeah. 2 endings of something happened for somebody. That just, it's, you know, like, yeah, 2 endings of something happened for somebody, or 2 types of endings where something happened for somebody. Yeah, so source just wants you to be more conservative with your time as it relates to, you know, loved ones who just basically like try to control your air, like try to control your narrative, because that's very insensitive, you know, trying to control you and trying to keep you all wrapped up in a bunch of, don't even give you a chance to think, process stuff, just like, what? Yeah, 88, I am wealthy. So you are on the cusp of a prosperous and abundant spiritual life. You will find numerous opportunities for success and achievement, all of which bring financial and material abundance into your life. So 88, yeah. Yeah. So that's what it was. That's what it was. So it was the ending of something. Could have been the ending of somebody's life or 2 people's lives, or ending of some relationships that just kind of had somebody to kind of sort of start over. That just brought some clarity for you about a whole lot of other things, and just about how controlling some people are, you know, in your life, and just, you know, how it's like their way or the highway, just very immature. But that's what I have for you. That's what I have for you. Thank you for joining me. I will see you all in the next video. And the full moon prediction videos will be up for everybody very, very soon. Full moon for October. We're going to have a super moon coming up. So that's what I have for you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.